Welcome students and parents. This is Morgan Champion. I'm a school counselor with Florida Virtual School, and I have the pleasure of introducing Ms. Kristen Puzo. She's going to be talking to us about how to stay healthy in college. And Kristen is actually a self-employed health coach. She's working on her certification to be a holistic health coach. So we're very excited to have her here today. I'm going to go ahead and turn the floor over to her, and she's going to be giving you some information on staying healthy in college. Kristen?
Thank you, Morgan. Morgan said, my name is Kristen Puzo. I'm a health coach, and I'm very, very excited to be talking with you guys today. Today we're going to focus on how to avoid the freshman 15 and how to stay healthy in college. Before we can talk about how to stay healthy and how to avoid the freshman 15, I think it's really important that we spend some time talking about why students gain weight when they start college. And you'll notice the cute little picture I have at the bottom there of those delicious donuts, which is the reason why college students gain weight and anybody would gain weight. When we give into these yummy little temptations, too often we will gain weight. But first let's talk about increased stress of a new environment. Students, I don't think really realize the stress that they face when they start a new school, a new program, new teachers, a new curriculum. If you're planning to go away to college, you'll face issues with roommates, living with people you've never met before, getting acclimated to a new environment. You might be on a budget, which can be stressful, new classes, exams, etc., etc. And it can be quite stressful for students. When we are stressed, when humans are stressed, they tend to hold on to weight. Their bodies process food differently, and you will inevitably gain weight. So what I recommend is to try to stay as positive as possible. Find ways to calm yourself. If that means meditating, yoga, exercise is a good way to do this. If you are feeling stressed or nervous about starting a new program, a new school, journal about it, write it down. There are a lot of ways that you can get in a more positive frame of mind. So I do recommend trying to do that when starting college. Number two, and we're going to talk about these a little bit more as we move through the slideshow, but poor planning and skipping meals will inevitably lead to weight gain. Easy access to junk food is another big one. At the college bookstore, college student unions, all around college campuses, there is fast food everywhere. And it's there because it's cheap, it's easy, it's quick, and people buy it. So easy access to junk food, of course, leads to weight gain. Number four is a little bit of a sensitive topic, and that's alcohol and drinking. We're going to talk about that a little bit more as we move through the slideshow. And then, of course, late night eating, because if you spend a night partying and drinking, you probably will be eating afterwards. Or maybe you're just studying at a library, exams, late night eating, you'll gain a few pounds doing that as well. So this slide is a little bit funnier. I tried to be funny here, but never, 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 never skip breakfast or any meal for that matter. When you skip breakfast, it is an absolute recipe for disaster. I did this, I have to admit. In college, you stay up late, you're meeting new people, you're having a great time, your alarm goes off in the morning, you hit snooze 50 times until you're running late. You grab your books, you run out the door, you get to class, you do your morning classes, and by lunchtime you are absolutely famished. So what are you going to do? The first thing that you're going to do is eat whatever you can. If there's a fast food joint you're passing by, if there's a vending machine, you're going to pick up that junk food and you're going to eat it. To prevent that, I always recommend eating your 3 meals a day and snacking throughout the day if you are hungry. Wake up 10 minutes earlier if you can and get yourself a nutritious breakfast. Again, if you're like me, you hit snooze to the very last minute, prepare the night before. Put together a snack pack or a breakfast pack that you can just grab as you're running out the door and you can eat as you're walking to class. If you're going to do something like that, I highly recommend packing yourself some nuts. Nuts are great. Nuts are a great food, They're extremely nutrient dense. The thing you want to know about nuts is they're also very calorie dense. So a serving of nuts is 5 to 10 nuts, which isn't a lot, so I recommend to chew them thoroughly, enjoy each bite, and eat them slowly. In my snack pack, I'd have those nuts, I'd have a piece of fruit, an apple, a banana, an orange, any fruit you like, your favorite thing, maybe some vegetables, hummus, carrots. If you like dairy, you can put some yogurt or cottage cheese in there. But again, my point here is basically plan and make plans so you don't find yourself really hungry and you don't put yourself in the position where you can easily make a bad decision. So we talked about some ways that college students cave and gain that weight. So now what we'll do is we'll talk about some ways to avoid that weight gain and to stay healthy. These tips could be used by college students, and they're also just good tips for anyone. So your parents, your friends, throughout life, you want to stick to these tips I'm about to give. First tip for staying healthy is drink plenty of water. Why? It's really important to keep your body hydrated. 75% of our bodies, 85% of our brains are water. So to me, it just makes sense that in order to maintain healthy bodily function, you need to keep your body hydrated. I always tell people dehydration leads to constipation, and it's a funny little thing, but it's true. Drinking water makes sure everything flows healthily throughout your body. How much water is a good amount to drink? The goal for that is half your body weight in ounces per day. So if you weigh 100 pounds, 50 ounces of water is what you want to strive for. If you weigh 200 pounds, 100 ounces is what you want to strive for, and so on. That's a pretty big goal, especially if you're not used to drinking water. So I recommend trying to achieve that goal in baby steps. If you're drinking no ounces of water today, you're not going to wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden drink 75. So I recommend just trying to increase a glass each day until you hit that goal. And I really can't stress the importance of drinking water. And a couple other tips for enhancing the amount that you drink each day. Drink a glass before each meal. Before you sit down and enjoy a meal, drink 8 ounces of water. It does help fill you up, so it will make you fuller on less food, which is a good weight loss tip. And it's just a good habit to get into. And then, of course, what I always do is 2 glasses. First thing I do in the morning, I go to my refrigerator and I drink 2 glasses of water before I start my day. And that way I'm starting my day really, really nice and hydrated. Water cures a lot of ailments. And for more information on this, I highly recommend the website watercure.com. If you have a migraine, if you suffer from migraines, if you suffer from menstrual period cramps, water helps with all of these symptoms. So it's really, really good for us, and I highly recommend it. Move. Yes, physical exercise is very, very important for staying healthy. The benefits of physical exercise, I mean, there are just so many. Strong heart, strong lungs, strong muscles, supporting your bones, building strength is a very important thing to do. You look good. When you're exercising and your body is nice and toned, you look good. So for anybody out there who's a little vain like I am, that's one of my motivating factors. The other thing exercise helps with is it makes you feel good. Okay, you look good, you feel good. When you exercise, your brain releases endorphins that enhance or increase your mood. So many people that I work with that are depressed or feeling down or feeling blue, I can't stress enough to them, go exercise. When you start moving your body, your brain releases those endorphins and you will feel better. So find the motivation to do that. Some tips on how to incorporate more movement or more exercise into your life. Find exercise you like to do and do it. This seems like common sense, right? But you'd be surprised how many people don't quite get this. I work with one client, and her goal was to run. She told me she wanted to run 3 times a week, but she hates running. So she's setting herself up for failure. Why would you set a goal to run if you hate running? There are so many other ways to move and to stay in shape. Walking, biking. When I was in college, rollerblading was cool. I don't know if that's still cool or not. Swimming, tennis. There's so many things that you can do. Find something that you actually enjoy and do it. Okay. If you're going away to college, and a lot of college campuses have a fitness center. Go check it out. Go check out the fitness center. It's a great way to get exercise, and it's a great way to meet other students as well. When I was in college, I got a job at my on-campus fitness center. So it forced me to be there, and I figured, while I'm here, I might as well exercise. So I exercised before each one of my shifts. I also got at least 4 or 5 dates from working at that fitness center, so it was good in all aspects. Some people don't like gyms. They don't like a fitness center. They don't like working out with others, and that's totally fine. Try an at-home workout. Okay, you can go to the store, Target. You can get a jump rope. You can get 5, 8, 10-pound weights, whatever your fitness level, and you can work out at home. You can do squats, lunges, crunches, abdominal work. You can do bicep curls, tricep dips, shoulder press, lots of different exercises without ever having to be in a gym. And if you don't know what some of these exercises are, Google them. There are so many free resources that you can utilize to find out how to do a squat effectively, how to do a lunge effectively. So Google that and try it at home. The other thing that you can do, and this is actually something I just learned about, equipment-less workouts. If you Google equipment-less workouts, there are movements that you can do. You don't even need weights to build muscle. And you can learn more about that. Number 5 here is share a personal trainer. Of course, if you can afford a personal trainer, go right ahead and get one on your own. But I know when I was in college, I was on a pretty tight budget, and I really couldn't afford it. So a good idea would be to share one. Get a group of friends together, maybe in your dorm, maybe if you join a student organization. Get some friends together and call around and see if you can find a personal trainer who will come and work you all out in one session. It's a great way to save money, and it's a fun way to work out with friends. Number 6 here is kind of me being silly but serious at the same time. Get a job as a dog walker. Align yourself with physical activity. If you are getting a job as a dog walker, you are walking a lot and you're getting paid for it. So just another idea, and this is me just trying to get you guys to think outside of the box here and get a little creative with your physical activity and your exercise.